So it's Saturday morning. I have just arrived in Pakenham Street where I am going to shop for a suit. I'm looking for a suit to go to a Pride gala, and I'm going into a menswear store to do that. And I thought it might make sense to do a little bit of a diary about my trip. On the way driving here, there is for me always a little sense of nervousness when I'm about to go in for clothes shopping, particularly as I'm going into a menswear store and wanting to shop the men's clothes. And I know that little bit of nervousness from me probably doesn't compare at all to the experiences that many other gender diverse people or trans people perhaps have. I am a relatively confident human. I'm in my 40s. I'm beyond feeling too concerned about what other people think. And yet it still brings with it a sense of nervousness for me. Who's going to be in there serving? How are they going to respond to me asking for help? Because I'm really bad at colour choices and design and style, and so I really always want to seek help of the professionals. So how willing are they going to be to help me out? And we'll see how we go. So I'll touch base maybe in the store, but if not, when I'm done. So just a little update. The shop's just opened, but this older guy had gone in before me and there's only one guy serving. And so initial interactions with who looks like the business owner, he is an older man, and interesting because I still have this idea that people of my parents' generation and older are much less likely to be accepting of gender diversity. But the surveys and the focus groups and the training that I run show me that that's not actually the case. That the level of openness towards understanding something new and people's ways of expressing their gender and understanding their gender seems to be non-discriminate based on age. I think sometimes we overplay that aspect, and so I just wanted to share that bit of knowledge and understanding with you that I have learnt now. So I've said that I'll let him serve the old gentleman, and then I'll go back, and so I'll give you an update after that. Okay, so I got a suit. It took me 2 hours in the shop, mind you. They were ridiculously understaffed. But this beautiful man from Turkey who has a factory in Turkey and he designs all his own suits, spent a great amount of time helping this very picky, tricky, small little body out in terms of getting into a suit. I did get called little lady, actually. Ew, disgusting, maybe want to vomit on the floor. But the funny thing was that when I got called that, my eyes then met this older woman customer in the shop who was there shopping with her husband. We got to know each other quite well afterwards. We were there for so long. And her eyes met mine and she gave me like this smile of, like it was actually really beautiful. And again, reinforces that idea that it's not a generational thing necessarily. So the only other thing that was a little bit challenging was the awkwardness of the men who were also trying on suits in this small space with me. You could see they were a little bit uncomfortable until I broke the ice and started having a joke with them. And so that went totally fine. And then at the end, when he was pinning up my pants, he wanted to pin them in like he would for a lady. And so I quickly corrected him there, and I've got this, what I think is a really cool suit. So it was worth it. It was great. It wasn't that bad at all. A couple of bits that were a little bit awkward, but we got through it. So there's a shopping day in the life of me.